A pregnant woman gets locked inside a boiling hot room with only a rat and a dead body for company. She tries to turn on the light, but it shocks her. Thirsty, she drinks droplets dripping from a pipe. Exhausted, but still fighting, she tries to break through the wall. She fails. To understand how she ended up here, we have to go back to the beginning. Lauren Lane was once a beloved child star who rose to fame playing Sally Johnson on the popular live sitcom Meet the Johnsons. Now a successful adult actress, she has won an Emmy and built a strong name for herself in Hollywood. Life seems to be going well until she turns on the news. A news anchor reports that hackers have leaked Lauren's private videos and photos online. Among the leaked files is a photo of her positive pregnancy test, and fans are already guessing who the father might be. Her assistant Grace urges Lauren to take a break until the storm dies down. Grace offers to book a remote Airbnb and even come along, but Lauren turns her down. She just wants to be alone. An hour later, Lauren packs her things, grabs her dog Georgie, and slips out through the back gate, while fans and reporters crowd the front. On the road, her PR agent Andrea calls, asking if the pregnancy rumor is true. Lauren refuses to say. Andrea suggests that if she really is pregnant, they could claim the test belonged to Grace. To calm things down, Lauren refuses. Andrea presses harder, worried the scandal could disrupt filming for the upcoming 11th season of Meet the Johnsons. Frustrated, Lauren ends the call. Later, Lauren pulls over to let Georgie out. Just then, her mother Beth calls, reopening old wounds. Beth immediately asks about the pregnancy, saying she's too embarrassed to face her friends. Lauren fires back sharply. Well, if your friends are so judgmental, then stop taking them on weekend trips and buying them fancy dinners with the money I've been earning for you since I was 8. When Beth asks who the baby's father is, Lauren snaps bitterly. You were there. Hours later, Lauren finally arrives at the secluded Airbnb on the Pacific Coast Highway. She punches in the code and steps inside. She explores the cabin with a glass of wine, completely unaware that Marcus, the Airbnb manager, is watching her through hidden cameras. He's stunned. He can't believe a celebrity is staying in his cabin. That evening, Lauren relaxes outside with Georgie. When night falls, curiosity gets the better of her. She searches her own name online, and the first result is the leaked pregnancy test. Her mind drifts back to an episode of Meet the Johnsons, the host introducing Lauren as America's daughter, and her co-star Peter as America's dad. On stage, Peter played her father, but off stage, he used his power to manipulate her, groom her, and ultimately, take advantage of her. Meanwhile, Marcus's uncle Darren scolds his friend Merg for buying more drugs, warning him that their dealer is already after them for money. Then Darren asks Marcus if anyone wealthy is staying at the cabin. Marcus nervously says no, and insists the cabin is off limits. Darren pushes back, threatening to expose Marcus's past drug abuse to his boss. Marcus points out that he's the one keeping the lights on. Darren goes quiet. Back at the cabin, Lauren gets a call from Peter. He skips the small talk entirely. He asks straight away where she is. Lauren vaguely says she's at a cabin to clear her head. Peter sighs and suggests she take a pill, or let him quietly arrange an abortion. He warns her to think carefully, since both their careers are at stake. Horrified by his coldness, Lauren ends the call. Peter, furious, tells his bodyguard Croft that he's the one who built Lauren's career and fortune. He admits he's terrified of what his wife and children would do if they ever found out about his affair with Lauren. Croft calmly suggests he could get rid of Lauren, make it look like a drug overdose. The idea excites Peter, and he immediately agrees. At the same time, Marcus checks the cabin cameras. After Lauren slips back into bed, Marcus dozes off. Minutes later, Darren walks into the living room, spots Marcus's phone, and realizes someone is at the cabin. He tells Merg, and together, they decide to rob the place. An hour later, Marcus wakes up to find both his phone and his roommates gone. Realizing where they've headed, he rushes after them. Darren and Merg arrive at the cabin. Darren warns Merg to focus only on grabbing valuables and getting out. Inside, Lauren hears Georgie barking. She gets up to check. Then she hears someone unlocking the front door. She calls out for Georgie, but the dog bites Merg's foot, and he kicks at it. Georgie, hurt, runs off. Lauren tries the windows, but they're all locked. She ducks into the boiler room. Darren and Merg step inside. Darren spots Lauren's Cartier watch. When Lauren calls out asking what they want, Merg reaches for the boiler room door, but Darren stops him. Merg grins and suggests they could have some fun with the girl. Darren refuses. If she saw their faces, she could identify them later. Just then, Marcus bursts in. He tells them Lauren is famous, and what they've done has put his job at serious risk. Lauren pleads with them to let her go, promising she won't say a word. Merg tries the door again, but Marcus and Darren move to stop him. In the struggles, Merg accidentally fires a shot. It hits Marcus. Bleeding, Marcus begs his uncle to take him to a hospital, but Merg cuts in, warning that with both their criminal records, a hospital visit would send them straight back to jail. He urges Darren to finish it, and Darren kills Marcus. Furious, Darren plans to kill Lauren too, but the door handle breaks off, trapping her inside. Merg suggests they leave her. She won't be able to escape. The two of them walk out. Lauren tries the door. The handle comes off in her hand. Peeking through the hole, and she sees Marcus's dead body on the floor. She bangs on the door and screams for help until exhaustion takes over us and she falls asleep. Later, Lauren wakes to daylight. She turns on the bulb and takes in her surroundings. She quietly apologizes to her unborn baby for everything. She knocks along the walls, listening for a hollow sound. She finds one in the middle. Peeling back the wallpaper, she discovers brick underneath. When she tries the bulb again, it sparks and shocks her. She keeps going, exhausted, thirsty, but she keeps going. And then she hears the keypad beep. Her captors are back. Lauren tells them through the door that she can help. She has a plan to make Marcus's death look like an accident. She'll tell the police he was an obsessed fan who had been stalking her and accidentally shot himself while trying to open the very door. She's now trapped behind. But Darren and Merg aren't convinced. Merg raises his gun at the door. Darren tells him to stop, but Merg fires anyway, hitting Darren. Then he turns the gun on himself. Lauren calls out that she's pregnant, but Darren ignores her and drags himself out toward the hospital. Hours later, Lauren wakes up to find a rat biting her. She tries the bulb again. Another shock. Meanwhile, Officer Jameson and Officer Connell arrive at the hospital where Darren has been admitted. Before losing consciousness, Darren mentioned a pregnant woman trapped somewhere. The officers also learn that Darren spent 5 years in jail for a drug deal gone wrong. Back in the cabin, the boiler room is now half flooded. Lauren finds a hammer hidden inside a rat's nest in the wall. But then a pipe bursts, and the water rises even faster. She tries breaking through, but can't get out. The next morning, an injured Georgie wanders along the road. He's spotted by Loretta, a woman who rescues stray dogs. She notices Georgie's name and a phone number on his collar, and takes him with her. At the vet, Loretta tries calling the number but gets no answer. She posts Georgie's photo on social media, hoping his owner will see it. Elsewhere, the police arrive at Darren's apartment. The building manager says the nephew managed an Airbnb up on the Pacific Coast Highway. Inside one of the rooms, Officer Connell finds a blood-covered shirt. They bag it and send it off for testing. At the grocery store, Loretta's phone starts blowing up. She checks it and realizes her Instagram is flooded. People have recognized Lauren's dog. Then an unknown number calls. She answers. It's Croft. He claims to be a private detective, hired to find a missing dog. Suspicious. Loretta ends the call, but Croft has already tracked her location. Back at the hospital, Darren wakes up chained to a bed. The police question him. He claims he doesn't know where Marcus is. When asked about the gunshot wound, he says he accidentally shot himself trying to open a lock. The officers aren't buying it. No bullet casings were found in the apartment, and the bloodstained shirt is already being tested. Back in the cabin, Lauren uses the hammer to loosen the screws on the boiler room door, slowly, painfully, with water still rising around her. Meanwhile, Croft arrives at the vet, asking about Georgie. He slips the doctor some cash and asks him to call when Loretta returns. The doctor, unsettled, calls Loretta right away and warns her. She comes to collect Georgie, and Croft follows her closely. That afternoon, Loretta is driving with Georgie when the dog suddenly starts crying loudly. She pulls over, but Georgie bolts, running straight toward the cabin. Loretta chases him. She knocks on the cabin door, and Georgie barks wildly. Lauren hears him from inside. Just then, Darren appears and grabs Loretta, but Croft arrives and shoots at him. Now with a possible location for the Airbnb are already on their way. Croft and Loretta enter the cabin. Loretta asks who he is. He replies coldly, "I'm security." They step into the living room and find dead bodies scattered across the floor. Then a loud banging comes from the boiler room. Croft calls Peter. The situation has taken care of itself. He then turns to kill Loretta. But at that exact moment, Lauren breaks through the last screw. The boiler room door swings open. Loretta tells Lauren she was the one who found Georgie. Lauren rushes upstairs. Croft follows. He is right behind her, determined to finish the job Peter hired him for. But Lauren swings a metal pipe and knocks him out cold. His phone buzzes. She picks it up and hears Peter's voice. "Is it done?" Croft recovers. He goes for her throat. Lauren fights back and kills him. The police arrive and handcuff Lauren. She asks for her phone. The officers hesitate, but Loretta speaks up firmly, reminding them that she is Sally Johnson, and she deserves a phone call. They hand it over, and Lauren does something no one expected. She posts her pregnancy test publicly on social media on her own terms, in her own words. In the end, Peter is arrested for planning to have Lauren murdered. The man who built her career, the man who called himself her father on screen, the man who took everything from her when she was just a child. He is finally held accountable.